Give it up for Zane, y'all. Woo! Now, Zane, you have a new movie, Addicted, and Claudia and I had the opportunity to see it last night. And, honey, that movie is the bomb.
Mm-hmm. Oh, thank you.
It is the bomb. Now, everybody's anticipating this now, this new movie, So tell us, what does it feel like doing your first movie out of all the novels you've written? What is it like seeing it on screen?
It feels fantastic to see the characters come to life, particularly for the first novel that I ever wrote. So it's been an amazing journey. It took a long time, but I'm glad that it's here.
Oh, that was based on the first novel?
Yes, my very first
novel.
Wow. Yes.
I loved that movie. You guys have got to go see it. It's a movie for the fellas and the ladies.
Yes.
The sex scenes, I had to go home and get on Skype. I was like, you up?
So it's definitely a date movie.
Yes.
A date movie,
That's
but
what's
it can
up.
be a ladies' night out, a fellas' night out, all of it. Go see it twice.
The cast is very, very, very attractive.
Very
the men
attractive.
And the women will get something.
Yeah,
out
Boris
of it.
Cujo and
William Levi. Tyson Beckford.
Tyson.
Sharon Leal.
Yeah, Sharon Leal. I love Sharon Leal's role. It was really good. Okay, now, so after becoming an author, now you were a sales representative. Now, what made you start writing erotic stories?
I just got bored enough, I guess, to finally start writing. My whole life, people told me I was going to be a famous writer one day. I just never believed it. So I started writing these stories over the internet, and it became like an underground sensation, and a rumor got started. I had a book out, and I finally took a shot, and now book 30 just came out
30?
August 5th, The Other Side of the Pillow. What? Yeah.
Well, I know my friend LaWanda didn't read them all, honey, because she and Miss Emma, honey, they read all your books, all of them.
Do people think because you write all this erotica, do they come to you for real life sex advice? Are you always constantly answering your friends' questions?
Well, not just my friends, but I've been doing an advice column since 1997. I actually used to be the relationship columnist for Ebony.
Oh, wow.
So I actually get about 500 or more emails per week from people seeking advice.
Wow. Are any of these stories based off of real life encounters that maybe you've had yourself, or
yes,
just?
I never say which ones. People would never be able to guess.
Oh, really?
Well, I want to know.
I like that.
I used to love your show, the series. I did not miss an episode.
Yeah, I have two, Zane's Sex Chronicles and Zane's The Jump Off, which are both still airing and on demand on Cinemax.
Was there resistance because you don't really see black sexuality being celebrated? You really don't. It seems like lately you're starting to see a little bit with this sexy male and female leads. You know what I mean? Black, both of them. And so was there resistance for that when you first were trying to get this movie made?
Oh, well, actually not when I was trying to get this movie made. It was very easy because the studio actually approached me about doing it. So that made it very simple.
What about the TV show?
Same thing. Actually, the network approached me. I think that people realize it's just time for this type of thing. And with the success of my books, they reached out to try to do it in a different medium. So I'm very blessed for that.
So everybody that's not hip, let everybody know how can they get started? Some people just hearing about you for the first time. Mm-hmm. How can they get started? What do you recommend first?
Well, probably since Addicted is coming out October 10th, I would say start there. But then they have a huge selection they can choose from. Whatever tickles their fancy.
Good.
Now tell me this. Okay, now so Beyonce has the alter ego Sasha Fierce. Now is Zane your alter ego because your name is not Zane?
Yes, that is my alter ego.
Really?
Yes.
So were you Zane in the movie? That's to be found, to be said, huh?
Right, exactly.
I really enjoyed the movie. At first it shocked me because when I was watching those sex scenes, I was like, "Oh, girl, they putting that in there? Is that gonna be, And people the women that was sitting next to me were like, "Ooh," and going carrying on. So, but it's really a good movie. Mm-hmm. It's a must see.
Did you get turned on a little bit as a man? Like one of the chicks turn you on? I would do that.
Yeah, I like the positions they were doing. I would do that.
Okay.
Ricky Gary was sitting right behind me, and I heard him gasp the whole movie. He kept kicking back in my chair, and I'm like, I thought Gary was coming back to the other side.
What was you kicking? What was you kicking the back of her chair?
It was interesting. I was like, oh my God. And and Shirley Strawberry was sitting next to me. She and Carla. So I was like, Carla was narrating.
Right.
So I was like, okay, it's a good movie. It's a must see. October the 10th, right?
October 10th, everywhere.
Everywhere.
Yeah.
And that's good.
That's a good movie for all women to go out and see with their good Judies.
With all the queens need to go see it too, girls. Y'all go see the movie. It's for the sisters. It's for heterosexual, homo, straight, gay, confused. It's for everybody.
Everybody.
Yes. All right, y'all. The color today, honey, is one of my great colors. My color today, y'all, is honey butter. On the high end, you say honey butter, and on the low end, say beautiful creamy yellow. Great color for today.
You just said that because you put that on that raisin toast this morning. Yeah, that ain't even no color today.
That is a color.
That made that up. You put that on that toast this morning. All right.